everybody, I'm Captain Tommy Scoville, and you are on the lifeboat. No, nothing bad happened. Is that sheath pronounced like Shlia, but way more fancy? No, nothing bad happened. Carrie Wilson, good to see you. Tree hugging Buddhist, hello. Sister Cat Girl, good to see you. Stop Pace, Joey Girl, Kevin Hawthorne, good to see you. Scooby, Michael J. Pajama Pixie, how are you? Sweet Liberty Senator Harris, Neely. KP Nordic, long time no see, KP. April Conlon, how are you? Jason P, good to see you. Christina Leone, teacher nurse. So let me tell you what's happening, peoples. Anthony, good to see you, man. Love it in green. Love it in green. So here's the deal. I am going to be going for some true crime today. Wanted to let everybody know. I'm going to be going 1 hour before the normal lifeboat time. I'm going to be going live on Surviving the Survivor. So sometimes on Surviving the Survivor, we run a little bit late. Sometimes we do not. But what I'm going to do this time is I am going to, when I go live, I'm going to also go live on the lifeboat. So if by some chance I am going, we're going over, you're going to catch the end of whatever we're doing on Surviving the Survivor, and then I will sort of morph right into the boat. But yeah, this is a good one. This is, I'm going over there because there's some developments concerning, well, I'm not going to do a spoiler alert. Tell you what, go over there tonight. It's going to be at 4 o'clock California time, 7 o'clock on the East Coast here in these United States of America. Yeah, true crime. I am a true crime person too. True crime is a dream for me because of my inability to watch other things. I don't struggle with true crime. True crime is almost always. Yes, I do. True crime is almost always shot in one camera. They don't edit multiple camera angles and super fast editing and stuff like that. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you something. Well, you know, the good news, DeAudrey Gore, is I promise it'll be there for you. I won't be taking it down. Kelly. Boy, oh boy, Kelly. You know what? Kelly's got a channel up and running. And normally I don't try to do too much until people sort of get their legs underneath them and kind of get things, get it to where they're really starting to feel comfortable. But if you haven't checked out this channel, go over and check it out. Go over and check it out. Kelly B's got an incredible voice. I mean, an incredible voice. And I don't mean, ooh, it's soothing and we're doing AI. I just mean there's a great story in there, and it's being told fantastically. And I'm hoping that someday she's going to come on the lifeboat and let us do an interview here and maybe help kick it off a little here as well. It's just so cool. Like I popped in and you know, anytime any of you does something, you know, I always pop in. I'm usually really, really yes, I do. I love the behavior panel. But you know what? Well, I'm glad to hear that. I really am. I'm glad to hear that, Kelly. Kelly and I are convicts that have risen above it. You know, that's a cool thing. It really is. And I'm looking forward to having her educate us all on sort of the women's side of this. I'm thinking a night yard with Yumi and Russ would be a great thing, because how often when we do night yard does someone say, do you happen to know about women's prisons? I happen to know more about women's prisons now than I did a while ago because I actually listened to my friend. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some content. My Other's Keeper, remember, for 2 months. Do I watch the behavior panel? Yes, I do. I love the behavior panel. I love it. It's another one of those shows that, again, see, people, the television set and film and cinema have abandoned me. I can no longer can no longer use that stuff. It's just, I was talking about this with Johnny. Spanx Calhoun is working today. He got fan mail today. Do you know that? Spanky got fan mail? Oh boy, we lit him up. I said, you little maggot, you've got fan mail. I said, and why shouldn't you? You should have been slaving away here for an hour and a half. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But we drove him over for his union gig, and on the way home, Johnny and I were talking about how really unbelievable it is. If you were to take somebody from, the outback, you were to take somebody, from the wilds in Africa that has never seen cinema, that has never seen anything like social media or anything like that, and you showed them a 4-minute race clip from the Fast and the Furious, it would scare the hell out of them. And they would have no idea what they were looking at, right? They would literally have no idea what they were looking at, because we're trained from a very young age to watch things in snippets of 2 and 3 seconds. And I'm being really generous, because to be honest, it's rare that you get 2 seconds of film. In an action sequence, it's rare you get an even full second. I'm telling you, the next time you see one, start counting. When you see the car start skidding, or you watch one camera angle go 1, you're never going to get to 2 or 3 on any of them, because it is little things in really short segments, and our brain reassembles it. But our brain reassembles it because we've been doing it our entire life. If you took somebody that had never seen a movie and brought them in, they would scream in terror and run out. I'm not even being funny. We're used to putting that stuff together and reassembling it. We start doing it as a child, and that's why if you look at really early television, we didn't film like that. There was nothing like that. Even in early television, it would have driven you insane. Early television was 1 camera, then it went to 2 cameras, then it went to 3 cameras, and now when you're shooting an action sequence, not only are they probably 10 cameras filming, but you're going to use CGI to fill in everything so that. It's just insane. I wish I could watch it. It's so entertaining. Sadly, that's not going to be an option for me. But I love the old stuff. And I can watch all of the old stuff. Catching up with Double Time is funny. Jen Marie, don't go anywhere either. I have things to speak to you about. Is that right? Kristen says when she saw Pearl Harbor, with her family, she had to leave the theater because she got sick. Now, if I watch, even the other day when we went out at the festival, I was walking around with my brother, and they had it almost looks like a fan, right? And it spins really quickly, and they project like an LED kind of an effect on it. And they can make it read words or whatever, but it was flashing scenes. And just in the 30 or 40 seconds that I was trying to figure out what that thing was, it started to really, I get a headache so quickly. It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. Congratulations, Brandon. I'm telling you, you get up and you start doing it again. Proud of you, my brother. Proud of you, my brother. 4 weeks gives you a headache and anxiety. I'm really getting a lot. I'm getting a lot better at just cutting out the things in my life that are causing those issues, that are causing those problems, causing those stresses. I really am. I'm getting better at ironing out the details of life so that these things don't get me as much. My granddaughter had me watch this virtual reality thing the other day, and I had to close my eyes. You know what? You're the smartest person I've heard yet. Do you know how many people, even on the boat, have come on and said, oh, man, they put me in that headset thing, and, I fell down, or I ran into a wall, or I thought this was happening, and it scared. I have said the same thing. If they put that thing on me, I'm closing my eyes, right? They're going to sit there and think, boy, Tommy is just impervious to all of that. I would shut my eyes. I think you're a genius. That's exactly what I would have done. Hey, Swiss Babe, I feel we're blessed that you're here. my brother. We really are. We are blessed that you're here. Oh, you know what? Squirrel is chewing a nail off. She's becoming a bigger kitty, and the little sleeves, her nails have gotten bigger. And as they get bigger, they got to sort of chew them off. And it's such a violent thing. If you've ever seen a kitty do it, let's see if we can get her on film. I wish I was at the desk because we've got the cat cam, but oh, I mean, they chew on those puppies like she's serious about it. Now she starts licking it because everyone's watching, but she bites on that thing like she's trying to remove her entire toe. And she will do this for an hour to get, and you probably watched your cats do it too, but as their claws start to get bigger, they've got to remove. Squirrel is beautiful. Thank you, Slot. I believe she's one of the more attractive kitties that I've had. I had some what people always told me were Russian blues. They weren't, but that's the kitty that I guess that they most closely resembled. They weren't pedigreed anything. I got them. I've told the story on here before. Ralph and Alice were my two grays. One was a long hair, one was a short hair. One was about 12 pounds, one was about 22. I mean, they were brother and sister and just nothing alike, except for the fact that they were both gray. Beautiful eyes. And they were the descendant of a black and white, just domesticated house cat. And whatever her father, her husband was, the father of the children, they created gray. The only two of the litter that were gray were Ralph and Alice, and they were the runts. All of the other ones looked like the mother, whose name was Oreo. So they're black and white cats, except the last two that came out runted. And I took them. And they ended up not being anywhere close to being runts. They were good-sized kitties and lived good, long lives. Now she's trying to pull the claws off the front. So she's doing the big groom day today. So the schedule for this evening, I am going to be doing everything within my power to be there for the normal time night boat. But if you get here and the normal night boat isn't running, it's going to be because I am still on the Surviving the Survivor over with Joel. But either way, there will be people here. You'll be able to pop in. Yes, the honeymooners. You got that, Miss Dragon? The reason I put you up there, Conversations with Christy, is because Christy's. I wanted to highlight. Christy has moved, has upended from where she was living, and is traveling the country, doing cool things. Really looking forward to watching her create. There's a lot of other people that are starting channels and doing connection stuff, and it's just so cool to see. It really is. There are so many people that are doing and just formats. You're seeing a lot more where two people are just sitting down and talking to each other. It's a fascinating thing to watch people communicate. It really is. In a short period of time, I am going to be. You know what? I love it when I'm on SDS. In a short period of time, I'm going to be shutting this down because I've got a little homework I got to do. Some stuff that I got to get done before I'm on Surviving the Survivor. But prior to doing my homework, I'm going to pop in and do a little time over on Chase the Heat because we had a fairly interesting weekend. And if you happen to want to hear the inside baseball, the behind the scenes kind of stuff, there's going to be some question and answer stuff. Chili heads absolutely want to hear because there's a lot of people in the chili community that have personalities that are very unique. And we're already getting a ton of questions from people who are asking questions such as, did you run into so-and-so? Or did you see this person there? How did this person react when they saw you? That kind of stuff. So we will be heading over to Chase the Heat for some question and answer. So if you guys want to, a little more Captain Tommy, you're going to have to head over to Chase the Heat. But if you had questions about the festival too, that's going to be the perfect place for it. But I wanted everyone to know, Surviving the Survivor, if you come here an hour earlier, than the normal lifeboat. 7 o'clock on the East Coast, 4 o'clock on the West Coast. We're going to be going live on Surviving the Survivor. I'll be over there with Joel. It's a great channel. It's really is. It's a fantastic channel. Shannon Smith, have a great day and be safe. That's right, Jen Marie. Time to grab the wrench. And I will see all of you, hopefully shortly on Chase the Heat, but I will see all of you tonight here, whether that's Surviving the Survivor or on the lifeboat. Checking out Chase the Heat and going down a rabbit hole. I want to warn you, that is a rabbit hole. There's 5,000 videos over there. There is a lot of Scoville over on Chase the Heat. I'm glad to hear that. That's where it all started. All right, people, I'm going to be over there in about, I would imagine about 5 or 10 minutes. So I will see all of you over on Chase the Heat, and I will see the rest of you on Surviving the Survivor and the Lifeboat. I'm Captain Tommy, and this right here, wait a second, what are you doing? Squirrel, you're in the basket backwards. This right here is a cat in a basket. See you on Chase the Heat.